Hey guys, it's Walter Requiem here, and welcome back to my Ponterbee Station Let's Play. So last time we left off, we just got to the command deck, and we were briefed by Commander Decker about our objectives on board Ponterbee Station currently, and the fact that there is currently a UNN ship on its way, and we need to actually basically stop all the shit that's gonna happen before it actually gets here, or else it's gonna mean some nasty things, almost as if it's like I mentioned this was a trilogy of mods. I'm getting like ahead of myself. Anyway, so I guess no other better thing to do than to go ahead and finally record the freaking command part of this Let's Play, because it's been a couple weeks since I recorded. I don't know, I've fallen really behind on my recordings. I'm really sorry about that, but I have been wanting to finish up this series, and I'm really eager to just demonstrate a whole lot more of System Shock 2 for you guys, and just what the community has to offer. Anyway, we have picked up some audio logs, so I'm going to go ahead and listen to them.
Any idea where Garrett Smith has gotten to? We arranged to meet in the Bound Deck 5, but he didn't show. He isn't in his quarters either, and it looks as if a herd of elephants used it as a dance floor. Have you seen him since yesterday?
Right, so Garrett... Oh.
Slowly, you are becoming a nuisance in insect.
Well, yeah.
Did you really believe that I would let you activate this transmitter?
I mean, no offense, Showdown, but the last time you tried to do something like that, it didn't really end very well for you. So, I mean, you can talk all the shit you want, but it's not really going to change the fact that you're pretty horrible at preventing people from doing what you don't want them to do. Preventing people from doing what you don't want them. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Is that grammatically correct? I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while since I've recorded. Anyway, we have some more vlogs.
Today, I changed the code for the officers' quarters to 69824. Memorize it, and in no case pass it on to unauthorized staff. By unauthorized, I mean mainly soldiers from the UNN garrison. It's bad enough that we need to share Deck 6 with them, and have Commander Decker butting into everything. I don't want to see them running around in our quarters as well. I hope that this is clear enough for you.
Yeah. You know, that's the one kind of complaint I have with Ponterbee, is that, sometimes I feel like the audio logs drag on a little bit too long. I mean, it's really hard for me to criticize anything about Ponterbee. This is just one of the most impressive fan works I've ever seen for something, and so... I don't know. Like, I guess I shouldn't want to absolve it of criticism so quickly, because that almost kind of detracts from, like, how good this mod is if I constantly have to, like, apologize for it. But, I don't know. Well, it's a good thing I was silent for a good 5 seconds, so that's always fun. Anyway, I fucking love this particular track in System Shock 2. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but the command music is just awesome in System Shock 2. I don't know. I always like the way System Shock 2's music kind of slowly builds up to being more and more intense over time. Like, the Medsci music is pretty not energetic or not laid back, but it's kind of more neutral compared to the rest of the game. Engineering is kind of spooky and kind of intense, but it's not really as intense as stuff like Command. I don't know. System Shock 2 soundtrack is something that I think, I don't know, lots of people don't seem to, well, I don't know. Lots of people like the soundtrack, but they don't like it in the context of the game. I've never really understood that, to be completely honest. A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't play System Shock 2 with the soundtrack, you turn it off. I don't really agree with that. I don't know, System Shock 2 is a game that I think is really, its mood is enhanced by the music. I feel like the people that, like, don't play, like, with the music, like, ever, are kind of missing out on an experience. Like, it's one thing if you played the game and you say you don't like the music. I won't fault people for that, that's a totally valid opinion. But, I don't know. I've never once played the game with the music off, and I don't feel like I'm getting a lesser experience because of it.
System offline.
If anything, I kind of feel like I would be... Oh god! Oh, fuck! Oh. You son of a bitch.
Miller, I'm sick and tired of reminding you that you have no authority and that you need my approval on all matters of security. Also, I'm fed up with pointing out to you over and over again how sloppy and inadequate the safety precautions on Ponterbee Station are, especially serious security deficiencies in the colony. And please don't tell me again those saurians are peaceful, cuddly creatures. There are neither turrets nor security cameras there. In case of attack, the colony will be completely defenseless. I demand that you remedy this situation immediately, or I will file an official complaint against you.
I don't know, I mean, you have the freaking cyborg assassins. They can just sneak up on people and give them a fucking heart attack. Jeez. Oh no! That poor woman is being attacked by a very compressed sounding shotgun. Oh, and wonderful, there's shit down there. What? Rating. Oh yeah, I have mod level 2 on this thing. So, behold the way that we pretty much almost one-shot the assault bots. That's pretty badass. I'm gonna take him out with the shotgun now. I probably don't even need... Can I please? Thank you. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna take the hybrid out with my super mega pellet. Oonts. Get oonts on. Oh man. Well, yeah. So Command isn't quite as... Well, I guess I can't really say that. Command is still quite open-ended for this game. As far as System Shock 2 decks go, I don't know. Command, both in regular System Shock 2 and Ponterbee, just in general, doesn't stick out to me as much as the other decks. I like the aesthetic, but I don't know. Oh, it sounds like I'm constantly shitting on the game, but I really do just... I love all the levels in this game. I don't know. Command, I think is definitely better off in Ponterbee. But I still prefer, like, decks like, you know, Operations, Recreation, Hydroponics, etc.
Garrett has been arrested and is serving a stretch in a dinky prison cell on the operations deck. Rumor has it that they caught him red-handed stealing cigarettes. Apparently they think he's stolen something more because the security forces turned his room upside down.
Upside down, can't shake the... I don't know how that fucking song goes. Probably not at all like I was singing it. And you get to die now. There will be no evidence of the fact that I ever sang a weird, like, preteen song poorly, even though I'm going to upload this to YouTube and it will be visible to all of the people in the world who happen to search up System Shock 2 Ponterbee Station Let's Plays, which is like all of, like, 3 people anyway, so I mean, hey. It's all good. Only 3 people will know. Anyway. I don't know. I do have to say, this part of the game definitely feels cozy. Here's a CEO part of the room. Somebody died. This might be Miller, actually.
Dicker, you don't need to be constantly reminding me of my duties. The development of the colony is top priority for True Optimum. In less than 6 months, the first colonists are slated to arrive, and before then, the colony center has to be enlarged and made ready. At the moment, we really have no time to waste on installing unnecessary devices like turrets or cameras. Therefore, I strongly recommend that you do your own job, which should include keeping your men away from the officers' quarters and seeing that they stay sober once in a while.
Man, everybody in Ponterbee just fucking hates each other like it's crazy. That's kind of a running theme in Christine's fan missions. Like, in System Shock 2, like, characters are kind of themselves, or they'd be just kind of communicating objectives with each other. In Ponterbee, everybody kind of just despises each other, man. It's weird. Especially those fucking female simps, man. I'm still not gonna get over the fact that System Shock 2 is a freaking legendary, over 20-year-old game. This is a awesome mod for the said game, and I had to ruin it by fucking introducing the concept of simps to it, so I should probably like commit seppuku or something just to, I don't know, like get back my honor or something. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this next part, let me tell you. So, I mentioned that Ponterbee introduces some new enemies, and that's still true, but sometimes it's not so much that the enemies that are technically new get introduced, and more just that enemies that were around for a brief period of time in this game get upgraded to being like full-on enemies. I just wasted my fucking pellets. Oh well. And you'll see what I mean eventually in that regard. You know what? I don't like the way you guys constantly camp out the freaking doorway. Shit. You bitches, man. Well, yeah, you guys tried to team up on me, and guess what happened? You died.
The UNN Nightwalker is approaching the station and will arrive within a short time. We have to find a way to warn it off. Under no circumstances can we allow the UNN Nightwalker to be allowed to dock with the station. Do you think you can piece together a temporary transmitter to send a warning? Search through the spare parts and storage and see if you can find something useful.
Alright, so apparently there's a transmitter that's been cobbled together by random shit. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Wow, and the more I point it out, the more I just sound like I'm condescending to my audience for acting like they don't know basic, you know, shit that they probably already, like, experienced at some point, whether my videos are actually playing through the mod itself. Gee. And then my self-deprecating humor just makes it even worse, because, you know, I fixate on that for a solid minute, and that minute's up, I'm done. I don't know. I'm still getting comfortable with the concept of commentating, especially since I haven't done it in a bit. I don't know. I do like doing this. He's gonna turn around and just... Son of a bitch, he already did. Oh man. Can I... Man. Okay, well... Yeah, I'm still getting comfortable with the concept of recording, but... I don't know. For now, I'm not really trying to do it for any other reason that I enjoy doing it, so I'm not too worried about it.
The code for the storeroom is 21749. There isn't much ammo left, though, so ration it well. I hadn't thought we might ever need to use this ammo. The biggest problem until now has been keeping you all from boozing it up, what with the deadly boredom on this space station. I know none of you expected all these events, but now things have changed, and I expect 100% from each of you. We will destroy Showdown and her creatures. God save the UNN.
Oh man. I just completely picked up a better shotgun, so I don't even know why I'm carrying around the other one. Where the fuck did that... There we go. Let's see, what is this? This is a expert tag. I am carrying around more shit than I have to. Probably not gonna use any expert tech stuff this time. Oh yeah, there's a fucking vodka bottle in space. Interesting. Let's see.
Please make your selection.
What's in here?
Please make your selection.
Shit. I just wasted money hacking. Oh. Said I was gonna do that anyway.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Man. It'd be nice if I could go out to a vending machine and pay, like, you know, the equivalent of $5 to get a whole bottle like Jim Beam like that, or Jack Daniels. Like, those kind of bottles of Jack Daniels that are huge are like $40. I don't know. Like, a little thing of Maker's Mark, which is like my favorite brand of whiskey, is like fucking $20. I don't know. I always wonder if alcohol is like less expensive in places like, you know, Europe and stuff like that, or even just anywhere but the United States. The only thing people want to drink here is shit like, you know, Bud and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, I prefer Rollin' Rock, but I don't know. When I want to drink, I just like having a bit of whiskey. I'll drink beer if it's around, you know. I buy a lot of beer for cooking. Alright, so we have the doorway out of there. I'm kind of going in circles. I have to check every single one of these shotguns that I find just to make sure there's no bullets. And that's a terrible shotgun. If only it were the terrible shotgun in Fallout 3. That's what I love. This is, I think this is Steven Decker's room, and he has a little teddy bear. Oh. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we have all these batteries. And so we have the bridge card, so we can actually go to the bridge now. I'm pretty sure I went over there at some point. So we have another... This is one of the new areas that was added to the Ponterbee update. This didn't used to exist until the most recent, like, New Dark update for Ponterbee. Christine has added a whole section of the command deck, which just adds this really cool looking exercise room, honestly. Like, I don't know. This would be a cool fucking place to, like, work out in, if you ask me. It also just looks really cozy. I think that's part of what I really like about Christine's mapping for System Shock 2. It's all really cozy. Like, this feels like a place somebody would want to be. Especially far removed from, like, the comforts of home. Yeah, that's Decker's room. Anyway, we have one more thing. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a door that's wide open, so that's nice. Every hybrid in the tri-state area can come in now. That's fun. Anyway. Yeah, so we have a little supply closet to go into, and then we can skedaddle. What? 21749. There you go, and there's a... I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a douchebagio coming. Douchebagio, don't blow up on me. Did I get them all? Oh god, no I didn't. Oh, what a douchebagio, man. I've said the same freaking childish word 3 times. Hey, speaking of, there's all the toilet paper that people missed during the coronavirus thing. Woohoo. Making dated jokes since, you know, the 1880s. I don't know. Alright, so I'm just kind of putting off the inevitable. I'm not looking forward to this next part, guys. I don't know why this freaks me out so much, but it does. Alright, no more. Time to finally do it. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with you. I need to save my fucking AP ammo.
It was anything but easy to piece together a usable transmitter with those spare parts, but now I'm finished. I just have to activate it. The code is 87312. Hopefully the UNN Nightwalker will heed the warning and stay away from Ponterbee Station. What was that?
What do you think? I'm not looking forward to this, guys. Am I on auto? Yeah, I'm on auto. Oh god. Yeah! Oh god, these are the freakiest fucking things in the game. Yeah, so, remember those, Shodan avatars that attacked us during the Shodan fights in Shock 2? Well, yeah, they're full-on enemies in Ponterbee Station. So, you don't really get a grasp of how fast they fucking run in that little Valve fight, but these fucking things run so fast. And they do a ton of damage too, so they aren't to be, like, laughed at. Jeez. And that's just gonna be a pretty common enemy from here on out. I don't know, maybe I'm being kind of a weenie, but I don't know. Like, it's easy for me to kind of forget when Showdown is an ally, like in System Shock 2. You know, it's kind of a one-sided alliance as it is, you know. She's fucking scary as fuck. Like, to be completely honest, I'm not one of the System Shock 2 fans that's played the original System Shock. I'm kind of waiting on the remake to be able to play it, just because as much as I, like, appreciate System Shock 2's controls, I'm like one of those people that just cannot get behind System Shock 1's controls, so the remake is kind of a necessity to me, and I'm probably going to get flack in the comments for that, but I don't really care. I don't know. And, you know, Shodan's just full on like a bitch and that, like, evil. So I'm really eager to see that, and then so I kind of like that Ponterbee as a return to that. Like, there's nothing like resembling an alliance with Shodan and Ponterbee Station. She's just out to get you. And so actually having to fight her avatars is really neat. I don't know if it makes much sense though, like when you really stop to think about it, right? Anyway, yeah. So here is the fusion cannon, which we actually have the ability to equip, which is funny. Yeah. So I never really picked this up last time, but this is basically, I'm fairly certain I mentioned it last time, but just to make sure, just to like reiterate it, this is basically the most useless fucking thing in the game. You basically use the prisms, which is what I've been using. Where did I... Oh, no duh. You use the prisms that I've been picking up, which are also used by the fusion cannon, to be able to freeze something in place for a limited period of time. It's not... I don't want to say it's useless. Like, I've kind of speculated for a long time that it's could be theoretically very useful for a melee character, but unfortunately, for a melee character to be able to use it, they have to invest a lot of points into using a skill that they otherwise wouldn't be able to use, and so it's kind of a mystery as to why you would want to actually do that. It's just me kind of trying to conjure up a usage for something that really doesn't have much of a use, which is a shame, because in the right context, I think it's a neat idea. It's just not a particularly neat idea that's any good. Hello. I don't know. System Shock 2 to me is a game with a beautiful skill sandbox, but at the same time, I don't know. It does have its flaws. You know, and that's another thing that kind of intrigues me. Is I don't know how like popular of a notion this is, but I don't really care how objectively good a game is, right? I think it's about the experience that it provides that determines just how good a game really is. Like, you can spin up a bunch of like stuff about how a game technically has no flaws, but it could just be, you know, a good game. Like, I don't know, I don't want to name any games, but regardless of whatever flaws System Shock 2 might have, I think the sheer, like, beauty of the experience it provides, I think outweighs any potential negatives that I could come up with it. It's just so uniquely awesome.
Commander, just now a shuttle approached the station. We couldn't make radio contact, but the station weapons started to fire on the shuttle at once. We couldn't prevent it. Shodan has control of all the station weapons. The shuttle's been hit, but it can still reach a shuttle base. I've no idea who's on board, or if there are any survivors. I can't reach anybody on the engineering deck. What are we supposed to do now? I'm aware that Director Miller is my boss, and that I'm required to inform him. He's completely soused again, and has been of no use to anyone since this crisis began.
Right. So, it seems like we are about to actually go meet Commander Decker at the place that he requested us to meet him. Maybe... Why do I ever expect it to be any different? Alright, which one of you killed him? Oh, presumably you. They get you. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Well, he went splat. Rip Steven Decker. Rip Budget Diego. How you doing, man? You're dead. What do you have to say?
The code for reactor control computer 3 is 47528.
Man, you're such a cool guy. You get right to the chase when you get killed on your final audio log. You know, it's not like Diego where he had a bunch of epic, like, last words and he was, you know, struggling to the very dying breath. Decker is such a Chad. He just, like, nonchalantly has his, like, code for the fucking self-destruct sequence of the space station. Yeah, I don't know, what a total bro, right? I am pretty sure we have stuff to deal with now. Maybe not. Anyway, so yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the command deck, actually. Oh god. Will you fuck off? There are so many assassins in Ponterbee, man. I'm almost looking forward to the very end of the game where there's only one enemy type, because there won't be any more assassins. Jeez. Alright, so yeah, at this point we're on fast track to actually getting the fusion cannon. So, hell yeah, we're gonna go for it. We pretty much just have one more upgrade and then we can use it. So, yeah, that pretty much does it for this episode. There's not really much else to do. At this point, we're kind of done with all the decks. We'll mostly just be making a return to engineering, and from there, we're going to actually get very close to completing the game. And yeah, we just 2-tap hybrids now. That's pretty great. You know, I don't know if I'm even going to need the lab assistant implant. Well, that's been it for this episode, I guess. It's been kind of a short one, but I kind of wanted to record this because it has been a while since I last recorded, and I wanted to get back into the swing of things. Next time, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. We're going to start triggering the self-destruct sequence, and then we're going to see if we can actually make it off Ponterbee in time. In any case, thanks again for, you know, joining my Ponterbee Station walkthrough, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's Walter Requiem, and you treat yourselves well.